Okay, so I am back after my first semester. It's officially over. A little dressed up right now because it's Christmas Eve. I felt like if I was gonna make a video, I should look alive. And the last couple days since break has started, I've just been sleeping and looking like a bum. So now that I'm a little fixed up. Okay, here we go. So first semester was a thrill. It was super fun, super challenging. Was it what I was expecting? Yes, because I knew it was going to be difficult. But did I think it would be as difficult as it was? No. So if you have not started yet, I would suggest and recommend that you do what makes you happy now. And not to say like nursing school is the worst possible time ever in your life, but it does have a lot of downs to it. So like I said, you really are not going to have a lot of time to do what you want. So do that now. You know, hang out with your family, sleep, go on adventures, do whatever makes you happy now. Um, because you aren't going to have a lot of that time to yourself anymore. Um, Everything is going to be nursing school. I think I saw all my friends like maybe one time while I was in the whole first semester, just like during Thanksgiving break. Because it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of busy work, and my clinical instructor had told us that nursing school is busy work, and it is because you have these exams that are worth a lot in regards to, like, I know a lot of programs like mine, they make your exams like a minimum, you have to pass with a minimum of 75%, or some programs are 80%, but mine is 75. So you have to pass with the 75% in your exams before they count or calculate any of your other essays, homework assignments, any of those. So if you don't have an average of 75 or 80 on your exams, like, don't even think about having your homework help boost your grade up. Ultimately, that'll help your overall grade, but just to pass the class, like, you need to have that minimum of 75. And sometimes that's hard. I know, and it's the hardest part about the exams in nursing school is that every professor is different, and so they are going to test you differently. And not every test is going to be the same, obviously, but it was really hard, and I think it took us a long time as nursing students to figure out, this is my cat, to figure out how to adjust and study. Ultimately, I think we ended up a lot using Quizlet at the end, and that was very helpful. When I started and one of my nursing school friends told me to use Quizlet, I said, I didn't use that in my undergrad or like my prerequisite, so why would I use that now? But Quizlet has a lot of nice resources that are helpful in getting used to the questions that some of these professors are going to ask you. So Quizlet I highly recommend that resource. And the back of the book of your chapters will have a lot of practice questions. I would suggest looking at those. Ultimately, I got A's and B's in my classes, so I'm pretty excited because it was looking for a while like I was just gonna get straight C's, and for a while I was just happy that I was passing. Um, don't get caught up in knowing everyone's grade. Don't get caught up in knowing, trying to compare your grade with other people, because you're going to bring yourself down. And what is that useful for? I mean, I know a lot of people have different paths they want to go. I know some people want to go and get their master's, some people want to get their doctorates. You'll get there, and don't compare, because you're going to get lost, you're going to feel bad, and how is that going to help you study? Just push yourself and motivate yourself. I know one of the classes one of my exams, I got a 74, and that's technically a fail. 75 is a C and up, and I felt horrible about it, whatever, but I studied my butt off that weekend for the next exam for that class, and I got an A. Like, you figure out what you did wrong, ask people what they're doing, like, hey, like, how are you studying? Are you doing well? You don't have to ask what they got, but are you doing well? Do you mind showing me how you study? Thankfully, I have a really supportive cohort, and I would just show your genuine colors from the start, like, show that you're not looking to compare, you're looking to better yourself and, you know, you're looking for help. Clinicals were super fun. I think that was like the best time, besides the lecture, because you're actually with the patients, you're interacting, you're doing more than you could ever do as a volunteer. And I know I had volunteered for a while with hospitals, and it's just like these nurses trust you to a certain extent. They know you're working under your clinical instructor's license, so they know that you really can't mess up in a way. And it's just, you're so independent, and it's a real treat to finally have some of that independence in helping people and talking to people and taking their vitals and taking their sugars. And we do something called MedPass, which I'm sure everyone will do, is like giving them their medication and teaching them their medication with your clinical instructor, and giving it to them. And that's, I don't know, all of that is just, for me, and as it should be for you, if you want to go into nursing, that should be like the highlight of why you're doing this and reinforce why you're doing this. The lectures and stuff like that, I've learned that the first 3 weeks were the worst. I thought I wasn't worthy. I thought I wasn't smart enough. I really went through like a cycle of just like almost depression. It was really scary. But I think once you open up to people, like, this is hard, you know, this is a whole new ball game. The lectures, not so much the lectures, but the exams are difficult because most of the answers are right. So just getting into that rhythm is hard. But once you realize, okay, we're all going through it. Like, even the girls who, or the guys who are getting like straight A's, like, they're having just as rough of time as you are. So understanding you're not alone, you can kind of joke about it, and it just gets better. You understand that you're gonna get through it. I think that's the best part, is knowing that next semester is gonna be hard or harder because you're gonna start IVs and different, like, more complex issues, but you're gonna get through it. And so are you guys. So I'm here to tell you that if I can do it, you can do it. And if you guys have any specific questions for me, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer. Just comment like in a specific question so I can answer it. But yeah, you guys, we're gonna be great nurses, and I'm excited. It goes by fast. I'm in an accelerated program, so maybe that's why it goes by faster, but I think just in general, this semester just flew by. So that's exciting because you're that much closer, it feels that much faster to be where you want to be. So bye, you guys. Merry Christmas.